This is KTVO News at 10. Expect more.
Good evening, I'm Kaitlin Berry. New tonight, 4 teenagers are recovering after a rollover accident in Scotland County on Friday night. The accident happened just after 11 on Route C, 10 miles northwest of Memphis. According to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, a vehicle driven by 18-year-old Dakota Murray of Memphis, Missouri, was headed west on Route C when the vehicle ran off the road, struck a ditch, and overturned. 3 other teens were inside the vehicle at the time of the crash. They're identified as 15-year-old Jesse DeVolt of Keosauqua, Iowa, 16-year-old Adriani Kearns, and 17-year-old Angel McCann, both of Milton, Iowa. None of the occupants were wearing seatbelts at the time of the accident, and all 4 were airlifted to Blessing Hospital in Quincy. Now, 2 of the passengers are listed in stable condition, and the others have been released from the hospital. And now here's Vanessa with a look at some rain that's headed our way. Hey, Vanessa.
Yeah, wasn't it today just cloudy and dreary?
Yeah.
I just stayed inside and just
It's one of those days you want to curl up inside.
Yeah, read a book, watch TV. So,
not do much at all.
Yeah, you're going to need that umbrella, though, as you head out the door tomorrow morning. And you're probably going to need it throughout the day, Heartland, for your Monday. As you can see, we're expected to see showers and thunderstorms by midnight with 55 degrees, 6 a.m. 52, and those showers continue at noon with 60 degrees. Kaitlin?
Thanks, Vanessa. New tonight, we continue our look at the race for Iowa's 2nd congressional district. Voters once again will see familiar names on the ballot. 4-term incumbent Democrat Dave Loebsack is being challenged for the 3rd time by Marionette Miller Meeks. Miller Meeks is a doctor and a Ottumwa native. Both are experienced public servants. We asked if there's an issue they've changed their mind about since entering politics. For Miller Meeks, it wasn't so much an issue, but an approach to her constituents.
It has a lot to do with the rhetoric, what things politicians talk about, and restoring the faith and trust in government. So in those issues, approaching people in a way that, allows you to listen to them, bring their concerns to the table rather than the things that you think need to be done in government. So really focusing upon what their needs are, what their concerns are, and how best to serve people rather than only the things that you think are the most important.
Congressman Loebsack has been in Washington for 8 years. Since entering the political realm, the Democrat admits he's made a 180 on the estate tax.
The estate tax was one of my, when I first came into office, the 55% estate tax, the $1 million exemption was something that I was perfectly comfortable with. But then I talked to a lot of folks who were negatively affected by that. Farmers, small business owners, a lot of folks. And I decided that my initial view on that was not correct.
We will continue our conversation with the candidates on Tuesday. Tune in to find out what they believe 2nd District voters are looking for in their congressional representative. And the hottest headline from the November elections may be who controls the U.S. Senate next. Democrats currently hold the voting power with a 55-45 split. But Republicans are racing to gain momentum in an effort to pick up 6 seats and snag the majority in the Senate. The battle will come down to a handful of races, including the Senate race in Iowa. We asked 6 of our sister stations across the country to explain the big issue driving the Senate race in their state. We begin in Kentucky, home of one of the most powerful Republicans in the Senate, Mitch McConnell.
In northern Kentucky, where the U.S. Senate race has Republican incumbent Mitch McConnell painting challenger Allison Lundergan Grimes as an Obama Democrat in a state where the president just isn't very popular. She's blaming McConnell for the gridlock in Washington, both of them spending boatloads of out-of-state money to make their points.
In North Carolina, U.S. Democratic Senator Kay Hagan is flooding the airways with attack ads. She accuses her opponent, Republican State House Speaker Tom Tillis, of orchestrating big education cuts hurting teachers. Tillis disputes the claim, saying the Republican-controlled legislature spent millions more on education than the previous Democratic administration.
In West Virginia, history will be made in November. The Mountain State will send a woman to the United States Senate for the first time. The race between Republican Shelley Moore Capito and Democrat Natalie Tennant largely centers on coal and its role in the nation's energy portfolio. Much of the debate involves the Environmental Protection Agency regulations regarding emissions from coal-fired power plants and how they affect the industry, which is this state's economic backbone.
In Iowa, what was supposed to be a close but Democratic Senate victory might not be a win at all. Experts say comments Democratic candidate Bruce Braley made at a fundraiser about Republican Senator Chuck Grassley, calling him an Iowa farmer who had never been to law school, is a big part of the reason that about 2/3 of the state's rural population is backing Joni Ernst.
In Arkansas, the main issue is ideology. What will determine this race isn't who voted for what bill when, but what the role of government should be. It's a Republican challenger who believes there isn't much that big government does well against a Democratic incumbent who believes government can do good things but is only effective through compromise. Where voters line up on ideology will determine who wins the seat.
In Georgia, job creation is set to take center stage during this November's Senate races. Even with 80,000 jobs added in the past year alone, the unemployment rate here in the Peach State still jumped from 7.7% in July to 8.1% in August. Job creation is sure to be a primary focus of many of the Senate candidates in the Peach State this election season.
For details on local races and issues in Iowa and Missouri, visit the election section of heartlandconnection.com. And coming up, it may have been a wet and dreary fall day, but that didn't dampen the spirits at one local festival. Details next.
We know why you're awake. Donuts aren't just glazed anymore. Made with imagination and baked fresh daily. The Donut Palace of Kirksville, where the customer is still king. Come see us behind Fastenal. Open from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 5 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sundays.
Love Green Ford is celebrating 37 years of F-Series leadership, and all trucks are on sale. This brand new F-250 retails for $43,330. Your internet price is $36,483. Click and save at GoLoveGreen.com. Your Heartland discount dealer.
Hurry in for hot savings on these Hy-Vee hot deals and more. Hy-Vee yogurt, just 29 cents. Jumbo Autumn King green seedless grapes, only $1.48 a pound. Hy-Vee boneless skinless chicken breasts, just $1.97 a pound. Coke 6-pack bottles, just $1.88. Hy-Vee potato chips, only 98 cents. And Skippy peanut butter, only $1.48. Check out these Hy-Vee hot deals and more this week at Hy-Vee.
Love Green Ford is celebrating 37 years of F-Series leadership, and all trucks are on sale. This brand new F-150 retails for $42,655. Your internet price is $33,483. Click and save at GoLoveGreen.com. Your Heartland discount dealer.
Today marked the final day of the Van Buren Scenic Drive Festival, although the weather did its best to cut that short. Vendors at the festival didn't see as many visitors at their tents today, and although clouds were gray, vendors say it's all part of working in the business.
It's just one of the things you do when you do this. You can't ever depend on what you're going to make, and you can't even work with the weather or depend on the weather because it won't work either.
Even with the rainy weather, a vendor out of Pleasantville, Iowa, says they had a profitable weekend. The festival is not only profitable for participating vendors, but local business too. Businesses in town say the Scenic Drive Fest is like an early Black Friday. The Adair County Ambulance District teamed up with area first responders to hold a special event just for kids. Children of all ages were able to participate in the fun of the 16th annual Kids Day. There, the youngsters had the chance to play around on a moon bounce and pet search and rescue dogs. The kids also had the chance to see the equipment used in an emergency situation and meet the men and women responsible for saving lives.
To smaller kids, when they don't understand that it's actually a person behind the uniform, they can look like a pretty scary monster.
The event also allows the kids to ask questions and learn more about preparing for an emergency in their own homes. In other news, KTVO's parent company is producing a Your Voice, Your Vote town hall event on the ISIL terror threat. The topic of the upcoming 1-hour live discussion will explore the threat to the U.S., the military response in Syria and Iraq, and the growth of Islam extremism. The town hall meeting will also look into the role of religion within the terrorist movement. The program will be live streamed on heartlandconnection.com from 7 to 8 p.m. Thursday, October 16th. You're invited to watch online and join the conversation on Twitter that evening. The Storm Team 3 forecast is next. Here's Vanessa with one last preview.
Thanks again, Kaitlin. Well, get ready to keep your umbrellas and rain gear nearby as you head out to work and school tomorrow morning. How much rain can we expect this time around? Well, stay tuned, Heartland. Your Storm Team 3 forecast is up next.
KTVO has teamed up with the Tama Regional Health Center to provide Tom Schaefer here with this month's Volunteer of the Month. Congratulations.
Thank you. Tom, on behalf of Tama Regional, we'd like to congratulate you for your years of service for the Race for the Cure. Thank you.
I'm Jace Martin for this week's community calendar. Get into the Halloween spirit and help the Toma Police Department raise money for the Dare and Great programs at Nightmare on 3rd Street, Haunted House, and Toma City Hall. The house will be open October 17th, 18th, 24th, and 25th from 6 p.m. to midnight. Tickets are $6 per person. Hope to see you there.
Kelly's Furniture, Appliances, and Carpet, putting children first.
The way to change things is to make sure people are well informed that they come together in the community. People are the ones who make the difference, working together to improve their environment, to clean up their neighborhoods, to help people. If they know what's going on because they saw it on KTVO, we've done our jobs.
Now's the time to buy your new truck during Truck Month at Joe Mockins Ford Lincoln. The 2013 President's Award recipient. Total savings of over $8,500 on a new 2014 Ford F-150. The biggest savings of the year on America's best-selling trucks. Over 500 to choose from. Plus, every new 2014 F-150 purchase comes with 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain care. And always more for your trade. Save on your new truck during Truck Month at Joe Mockins Ford Lincoln. Truck Center, Pre-Owned Super Center, Mockins Vannevar, Mockins.com.
People tell me, Russell, you've achieved your dreams because you have talent. Oh yeah? Talent? What's talent? Talent's just practice and practice. Attempt after attempt after attempt. All day, every day. That's it. Look, everything you're going to be, you already are. If you really want to achieve your dreams, protect what's inside you.
Real people, steel people. They want power, dependability, and lasting value. Right now, hardworking steel blowers start at just $149.95. Legendary steel chainsaws like the powerful MS-271, $399.95 with a 16-inch bar. Steel, America's #1 selling brand, and only at your local steel dealer. Visit steeldealers.com.
Now, your exclusive Storm Team forecast from KTVO. Expect more.
Good Sunday night to you. Hoping you've had a great weekend because You're going to need to keep that umbrella handy over the next couple of days as lots of rain and wind is on the way. Wondering when will the sun make its return to the area, but it was a cloudy, dreary day to be inside today, as all we had was just some very drizzle and light rain move through the area throughout the day. Not everyone saw it, and some parts of northeast Missouri is beginning to see some light rain right now, but it is foggy and misty out there right now as our next system is set to move in over the next 24 hours, bringing in lots of rain to the area. No severe weather is expected, and it's going to continue as we head into Tuesday. But here's a closer look with our futurecast. Right now, it is pretty much dry, but you're going to need that umbrella and rain gear as you head out the door tomorrow morning, because by mid-morning, all of us in both southeast Iowa and northeast Missouri will be seeing some showers. And of course, once again on Tuesday morning, before it all moves out of here by late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. So even though there's no severe weather, heavy rainfall is expected over the next 24 to 48 hours. Models are picking up anywhere from 1.5 inches to 1.75 inches of rain. So we could see some localized flooding over the next couple of days. And also the winds are going to play a huge factor in our weather over the next couple of days, as very strong northerly winds are going to move in as that system moves through. Winds will be gusting anywhere from 30 to 40 miles per hour Monday night into Tuesday. But right now it is foggy and misty in Kirksville with 55 degrees, with winds coming from the east-southeast at 6 miles per hour. 52 degrees and very cloudy in Ottumwa, with winds coming from the southeast at 6 miles per hour. Overnight lows are set to go down to 52 degrees tonight, while some of us will be seeing some scattered showers, but most of us will see cloudy skies for the most part, with southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow morning for that bus stop forecast, 55 degrees as you drop your kids off at school, and by the time they get out of school tomorrow afternoon, 61 degrees. Highs tomorrow are only going to go up to 61, which is still below average for this time of the year, with showers likely with east-northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, and will be gusting to 25 miles per hour by tomorrow night, with those rain chances and an overnight low of 51 degrees. So 100% chances of rain for all of us tomorrow. And then as we go into the next 5 days, 70% chances of rain on Tuesday before the rain finally moves out late on early Wednesday morning, and then making way for seasonable and sunny conditions Thursday and Friday. And don't forget, you can always get your weather 24/7 at heartlandconnection.com. A lot to talk about in weather, Kaitlin.
A lot, and it looks like some rain and cool temperatures. Not the best. Okay,
chilly weather.
Whew. Thanks, Vanessa. Local softball team is celebrating their first district win in 25 years. Ryan Ronan talks with the team next in sports.
Joni Ernst pushed the Personhood Amendment. What would that mean? It would ban many forms of birth control and would make all abortions illegal. Ernst would outlaw abortion, even for victims of rape or incest, and would actually impose criminal penalties on doctors.
I think the providers should be punished if there were a personhood amendment.
And that's just too extreme. The Democratic Senatorial Campaign Committee is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I've been doing my homework, and there's a lot we don't know about Joni Ernst.
You wouldn't believe what she thinks.
Yes, I have talked about privatizing Social Security as an option.
Every senior needs to watch this.
I watched it. She really said that.
I have talked about privatizing Social Security as an option.
That's good for Wall Street.
But it's not good for Iowa.
If those are her priorities.
She's not someone seniors can trust.
IAFF Fire Pack is responsible for the content of this advertising.
McGregor's inventory blowout has been extended.
It's an inventory blowout, and we need to make room for the new.
Every year, we shop the furniture market and bring home the hot new styles and looks. There's still time to save huge and get 3 years interest-free financing on thousands of items in every department. It all must go.
Too much inventory for us means great savings for you.
It's out with the old, so we have room to bring in the new during McGregor's Extended Inventory Blowout.
Great harvest.
Definitely.
How do you help your crops produce to the fullest? Treat your seeds. Bayer seed treatments help prevent damage caused by pests during early plant development, leading to healthier stands and larger yields. And when it comes to seed treatments, there's only one name to remember.
Pancho Vitivo? Pancho Vitivo.
Get treated and get growing.
I'm Bev Randalls. Like you, I'm tired of Governor Jay Nixon repeatedly holding the state budget hostage for political purposes. That's why we support Amendment 10. Amendment 10 is a bipartisan solution approved by Republicans and Democrats in our state legislature that will stop Jay Nixon from playing political games with our tax dollars. No more holding our schools hostage. No more delays in funding for our communities. Let's hold Governor Nixon accountable by voting yes on Amendment 10.
Now, local sports from KTVO.
The Rams play on Monday. The Chiefs had a bye, so let's tee off with some golf. The Kirksville Lady Tigers are making their second straight appearance at the state tourney. As a team, last season they placed 7th. Serena Berry was 25th, Emily Van Ree was 34th, and they're back for a second time and ready to lead the way.
If I have a bad hole and I hear that Van Ree's having a good hole or Haley's having a good hole or Nikki or Chloe's having a good hole, then that really, picks me up mentally and, there's hope for the next hole.
I've realized that whenever it is a bigger tournament, you just got to pretend like it's just another one, a meet or another smaller tournament, and just take a deep breath and calm down.
It gives you a lot of confidence because, you're up there. You're one of the top teams. People are looking at you. They want to beat you, but you just got to stay focused and be ready to win.
I think just their focus and their desire to play well and to be a state champion. A lot of teams or individuals say that they want to achieve that goal, but I feel like these girls have really put in the time, the effort, and the mental focus throughout the course of our season to attain that goal.
The ladies will tee off tomorrow at River Cut Golf Course in Springfield. While the journey for the golf is coming to an end, the softball journey is just hitting the postseason. The Green City Lady Gophers captured their first softball district title in 25 years when they shut out conference champ Lynn County on Saturday, 7-0. The young team is defensively sound and hyped.
We worked very hard on defensively being consistent. We contributed our wins and our losses this year to our defense. And the girls came out, and we had no error in the championship game, which was amazing. That was something that we have strived hard to do.
And beating Lynn County after they won conference, it just felt amazing. We were so excited.
Being able to win districts my senior year was one of the most amazing experiences that I've encountered. Just being able to work with the entire team throughout the season and have goals and be able to reach those goals.
We have struggled in former years to come out solid in defense and get our bats together, and that's what we did on Saturday was come out. We hit the ball. We struggled at the beginning, but we came through in the end, and it brought us the win.
Green City won with their defense, but their offense wasn't too shabby. Led all season by Samantha Banner and Jessica Phillips. All season, they outscored their district opponents 19-2. Nicolette Embry will have to remain strong in the circle for GC in the sectional round as they will face either 17-8 DeKalb or 19-4 Pattonsburg on the road. Those two play Monday for the District 14 title. The Cardinals just got a home run from Matt Adams and now lead 4-3 in the 8th over the Giants. Some action on the field today. It was senior day for Truman State soccer. 4 ladies were honored today in their last home game. Tori Owens, Sarah Bomarito, Lauren Seawright, and Melanie Hunt. The ladies didn't score when we were there, but they did find the back of the net twice as they beat Indy 2-0. The men were shut out 2-0. Each team has 5 games left in their regular season. We close with the best of the week that was. Our first candidate this week is McKenna Cook of Kirksville. Here he rushes for a 72-yard touchdown against Trenton. Cook went on to break the single-game Kirksville rushing record against the Bulldogs as he also scored 4 touchdowns. Iowa High School football now. Garrett Saunders of Van Buren is going to make the nice pass, but Brandon Peckler makes the even better catch for 6. We close out with a little softball, and Alexis Rogers of Novinger robs Ashley Creek of Scotland County of a home run. Remember to vote early and vote often on heartlandconnection.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Weather at your fingertips. heartlandconnection.com.
Kelly and Michael know how to brew the perfect morning.
What's in here?
A spoonful of laughs, fun, and stir it up with some big surprises. For the perfect morning, just add Kelly and Michael.
We're going to have to drink our way out.
Want to know what I really care about? I care about protecting Social Security for seniors like my mom and dad, about good schools, good paying jobs, and health care we can afford when we need it. I'm Joni Ernst, and I approve this message because I'll go to Washington as a mom, a soldier, and as someone who really cares about the Iowa we leave our children. And I can't think of anything more important than that.
I see as a mom a better future if Joni Ernst is in office. Her military experience shows that she has given of herself, the way she's led people in combat, and the way she's gutsy. She represents what I would like my children to see in the U.S. Senate. Bruce Braley, on the other hand, sets the wrong kind of examples for children. Not showing up to work, showing disrespect to Iowa farmers. Those aren't things that I would like my daughters to see.
Freedom Partners Action Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I get very upset when I see these ads suggesting I don't care about veterans. I worked hard when our National Guard came home and was being denied benefits they earned. I also worked hard because we had a big problem with veterans returning from Iraq and Afghanistan who didn't have jobs. And I introduced legislation to give incentives to hire veterans. They deserve to have our support, and that's why this has been such a huge priority for me. I'm Bruce Braley, and I approve this message.
We don't just give the top stories of the morning, give weather updates, and end it there. Instead, we do more than that. We engage them and spark up a conversation. It's about going the extra mile and showing viewers there's more to morning news. It's about creating a community and creating something fun for our viewers to watch.
And welcome back. An overnight low of 52 degrees tonight as showers and thunderstorms will be moving in with southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. 100% chances of rain into your Monday with a high of 61 degrees. 70% chances with 57 on Tuesday before the rain finally moves out early Wednesday, making way for sunny and seasonable conditions into mid and end of the work week. Kaitlin?
And finally tonight, the Guns and Cannons came out earlier today for some Civil War reenactors, as this weekend marked the 150th anniversary of the Davis County Guerrilla War Raid. This is the 11th year for the reenactment, and this year, 40 soldiers were brought into battle. Dressed in uniform from the Civil War, this was not the first experience for many of the men and women out on today's battlefield.
Well, we're historical reenactors of the U.S. Civil War. We try to do everything as authentic as possible. We live with what's just on these guys' backs.
Spectators are welcome to watch the battles and can even visit a tent where they can buy Civil War attire and weapons. Ooh, something a little different there. A little interesting. Well, that's our broadcast for tonight. From all of us here at KTVO, thanks so much for watching. Have a great night.